You're making the argument right now that by the time he was on the ground in Florida, after he left Washington, that is when he declassified all of these documents that he took with him.
No. I'm saying the documents he brought with him are effectively declassified and personalized under the Presidential Record Act. We're talking about constitutional authority under the Constitution to declassify. If he wants to take stuff with him and say, anything I take with me is declassified, if he wants to take stuff and say, anything I read at night is declassified, that was absolutely his right as president. And the Presidential Records Act makes it clear that we don't even care about classified information. It is a statutory scheme that deals with presidential or personal only.
Jim, if this was declassified, then why are we told that he's on this tape basically telling the people in the room that he can't share it with them?
You are told by DOJ or FBI or whoever filtered that to you, anything they can think of to justify a persecution.
But Jim,
Kaitlyn, I'm telling you, they had rumors out yesterday. There's gonna be one every day.
Okay, so look, we haven't heard the actual tape. It is possible, difficult to imagine, but it's possible that the tape does not say what many sources are saying that it says. It is possible that it does not reveal that Trump says that the documents were classified at that point. But notably, Jim Trusty is not saying that that's not what the tapes play there. He's doing a little of diversion. He's saying they'll tell you whatever they need to justify their persecution. He doesn't say that what they're telling you is false. He doesn't say that Trump didn't say that. He starts to go to that like automatic declassification thing, which by the way, if you were following Jim Trusty's path through the media yesterday, he was very much earlier in the day talking about like very specific timelines of when Trump's plane landed at Mar-a-Lago, whether he was still president when he was in Florida. He was laying out that theoretically, just because Trump had left DC without the documents being declassified doesn't mean that he couldn't have done it when he was in the air or when he landed. That all falls apart. And so by the time you see him on with Kaitlyn Collins there, he's back to automatic declassification and does not want to have to respond to that very difficult question of if that's the case, if he can just do it whenever he wants, which it's not the case, then why is he describing the documents as classified? That is just a really difficult thing to deal with if you know that the facts aren't on your side. Any final thoughts, Jessica?
I love that it's an attorney or a lawyer's job to interpret the law. And what Jim Trusty said to Kaitlyn Collins on CNN there was, the Presidential Records Act says, we don't even care about classified information. Is that your interpretation of what the Presidential Records Act says? Because that is absolutely insane. If they were declassified, why are you making the case we don't care about classified information? Even if they were classified, doesn't matter to us. That's what the Presidential Record Act says. Makes sense. Okay, thank you, Jim.
100%. By the way, I'm gonna end with this. It would be one thing if Trump and his defender's position was, any president, anytime he wants, if he takes a document, it's declassified. That would be ridiculous. It's not how the system actually works, but at least it would be consistent. But the thing that I've always found to be the most amazing is the having your cake and eating it too-ishness of saying Trump isn't in trouble because everything he had was automatically declassified, but somehow Biden and Obama are still in trouble. Why? I don't know, because they want to have it both ways. According to their logic, which isn't true, Obama can take whatever he wants, but they want Trump to be innocent, but they also want Obama to be guilty. So they're reversing the logic in the case of the other president. It doesn't make any sense. It's not gonna hold up in court. This isn't looking good for Trump, but it's still America, it's still the DOJ. God knows what Merrick Garland will do.
Let them eat and have cake, John.
Exactly, that is after all what cakes are for. Anyway, that's eating and having. Take a picture, that way you'll have it forever in digital form.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.